All right, gather around, folks. It's time for a proper adventure. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or someone who's just caught the travel bug, the UK has something for everyone. From its bustling cities to its serene countryside, this place is a treasure trove of experiences waiting to be discovered. So pack your bags, grab your passport, and let's embark on a journey that promises excitement, wonder, and a whole lot of fun. And where are we headed, you ask? Well, let me paint you a picture. Imagine a place where history and modernity coexist in perfect harmony. A land where ancient castles stand tall amidst skyscrapers and where every street has a story to tell. Yes, we're headed to the United Kingdom, a destination that promises to leave you spellbound. Well, only to one of the most visited places on the entire planet. That's right, the UK. This is a place where every corner you turn reveals a new adventure. From the iconic landmarks of London to the charming villages of the countryside, the UK is a place that never ceases to amaze. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or an adventure seeker, there's something here for you. We're talking about Big Ben, the iconic clock tower that has stood the test of time. It's not just a symbol of London, but a symbol of the UK's rich history and heritage. As you stand beneath its towering presence, you can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. It's a reminder of the past, a beacon of the present, and a promise of the future. We're talking about those red telephone boxes everyone loves, a quintessential part of the British landscape. These charming booths are more than just a place to make a call. They're a piece of history, a snapshot of a bygone era. As you wander the streets of London, you'll find these red boxes standing proudly, a testament to the city's unique character and charm. We're talking about beans on toast? Yes, you heard that right. This humble dish is a staple of British cuisine, loved by locals and visitors alike. It's simple, it's comforting, and it's oh so British. But don't let its simplicity fool you. There's a whole world of culinary delights waiting to be discovered in the UK. Okay, maybe not the beans on toast, but trust me, there's a whole lot more to this place than meets the eye. The UK is a melting pot of cultures, a place where diversity is celebrated and differences are embraced. As you explore its cities and towns, you'll encounter people from all walks of life, each with their own unique story to tell. It's this rich tapestry of cultures that makes the UK such a vibrant and exciting place to visit. We're talking about a country that's got history oozing out of its cobblestones, where every street and building has a story to tell. From the ancient Roman baths in Bath to the medieval castles of Scotland, the UK is a history lover's paradise. As you walk through its historic streets, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time, surrounded by the echoes of the past. Cities that'll make your head spin, in a good way, of course. With their blend of old and new. Take London, for example, a city that's constantly evolving yet steeped in history. Or Manchester, a city known for its vibrant music scene and industrial heritage. Each city in the UK has its own unique character and charm, offering a wealth of experiences for every type of traveler. And countryside so charming, you'd think it was plucked straight out of a fairy tale. Picture rolling hills, quaint villages, and picturesque landscapes that look like they've been painted by an artist. The UK countryside is a place of tranquility and beauty, a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. Whether you're hiking in the Lake District or exploring the Cotswolds, you'll find yourself enchanted by the natural beauty of this land. And guess what? We're about to dive headfirst into the top 10 reasons why you need to book that trip across the pond like yesterday. From the rich history and vibrant culture to the stunning landscapes and delicious food, the UK has so much to offer. So what are you waiting for? It's time to start planning your adventure. So buckle up, grab your cuppa, that's British for tea, you see, and get ready for a journey like no other. Whether you're sipping tea in a cozy cafe or enjoying a pint in a traditional pub, you'll find that the UK has a way of making you feel right at home. It's a place where old traditions meet new experiences, creating a unique and unforgettable adventure. And get ready for a right laugh, because by the end of this, you'll be shouting, "Cheers, mate!" The UK is known for its friendly and welcoming people who are always up for a good time. Whether you're making new friends at a local pub or sharing a laugh with fellow travelers, you'll find that the UK is a place where memories are made and friendships are forged. And booking your flight faster than you can say bangers and mash. The excitement of planning a trip to the UK is just the beginning. From the moment you book your flight to the day you set foot on British soil, you'll be filled with anticipation and excitement. And trust me, the UK won't disappoint. It's a place that promises adventure, discovery, and a whole lot of fun. Oh, and speaking of bangers, just wait till you hear about the food. The UK is a food lover's paradise, with a culinary scene that's as diverse as its culture. From traditional dishes like fish and chips and shepherd's pie to modern fusion cuisine, there's something to satisfy every palate. And let's not forget the afternoon tea, a quintessential British experience that's not to be missed. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? The UK is calling, and it's time to answer. Whether you're exploring its historic cities, hiking its scenic trails, or simply soaking in its rich culture, you'll find that the UK is a place that captures your heart and soul. So, let's embark on this adventure together and discover all the wonders that the UK has to offer. Ready? Let's go!
First up, we're stepping back in time, and I mean way back, to a time of kings, queens, and maybe a ghost or two. The Tower of London is not just a historical monument, it's a living, breathing testament to the rich and often tumultuous history of England. Imagine walking through the same gates that have seen the likes of William the Conqueror, Anne Boleyn, and even the infamous Guy Fawkes. The air is thick with stories, some whispered in the dark corners of its ancient walls, others boldly proclaimed in the grand halls. Because no trip to the UK is complete without a visit to the Tower of London, this iconic fortress has stood the test of time, witnessing the rise and fall of dynasties, the ebb and flow of power, and the ever-changing landscape of the city around it. As you approach the tower, you'll be struck by its imposing presence, a stark reminder of the medieval era in the heart of modern London. The tower's architecture is a blend of Norman, medieval, and later styles, each layer adding to its complex history. Now, this isn't your average tower, no sir. We're talking about 1,000 years of history packed into these walls. The White Tower, the central keep, is the oldest part of the complex, built by William the Conqueror in the 1070s. It's a symbol of Norman power and a masterpiece of medieval military architecture. Inside, you'll find the Chapel of St. John, one of the finest examples of Norman church architecture in England. The tower has served many purposes over the centuries, from a royal palace to a prison, a treasury, and even a menagerie. This place has seen it all, folks, from royal coronations to, well, let's just say some less fortunate ends. The tower's history is steeped in blood and intrigue. It was here that Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry VIII, met her tragic end. The execution site on Tower Green is a somber reminder of the tower's darker past. But it's not all doom and gloom. The tower has also been a place of celebration and ceremony. The crown jewels, housed in the Jewel House, are a dazzling display of the monarchy's wealth and power. You see, the Tower of London has played many roles throughout history: a royal residence, a treasury, even a zoo. Yes, you heard that right. In the 13th century, King John established a royal menagerie at the tower, housing exotic animals like lions, elephants, and even a polar bear. The menagerie was a symbol of the king's power and wealth, and it attracted visitors from far and wide. Today, you can see sculptures of these animals around the tower, a nod to its wild past. But it's most famous, or should I say infamous, for being a prison. The tower has held some of the most notorious prisoners in English history, from high-ranking nobles to common criminals. The Traitor's Gate, an entrance through which many prisoners were brought, is a chilling reminder of the tower's role as a place of imprisonment and execution. The stories of those who were held here, like Sir Walter Raleigh and the princes in the tower, add to the tower's mystique and allure. Don't worry, you won't have to dodge any prisoners on your visit. Today, the tower is a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from all over the world. Guided tours led by the yeoman warders or beefeaters offer a fascinating insight into the tower's history. These knowledgeable guides bring the past to life with their stories and anecdotes, making your visit both educational and entertaining. The tower's many exhibits, from the medieval palace to the royal armories, provide a comprehensive look at its rich history. These days, you can explore the tower's many towers, ramparts, and even catch a glimpse of the crown jewels. The crown jewels are one of the highlights of any visit to the tower. This priceless collection of ceremonial objects, including the sovereign's scepter and the imperial state crown, is a testament to the enduring power and tradition of the British monarchy. The Jewel House, where the crown jewels are kept, is heavily guarded, and for good reason. These treasures are not only valuable, but also hold immense historical significance. And if you're lucky, you might even bump into one of the yeoman warders, better known as beefeaters. These ceremonial guardians of the tower are not just tour guides. They are living symbols of the tower's history. Dressed in their distinctive red and black uniforms, the beefeaters have been guarding the tower since the reign of Henry VII. They are a wealth of knowledge and can regale you with tales of the tower's past, from its construction to its role in some of the most dramatic events in English history. They're the ones with the fancy red uniforms and even fancier hats, and they know more about the tower's history than your nan knows about her bingo numbers. The beefeater's role is not just ceremonial. They also play a crucial part in the daily operations of the tower. From conducting tours to participating in state ceremonies, the beefeaters are an integral part of the tower's identity. Their presence adds a touch of tradition and pageantry to your visit, making it a truly memorable experience. Trust me, a visit to the Tower of London is like taking a step back in time, only with better snacks and fewer beheadings. Whether you're a history buff, a fan of royal stories, or just looking for a unique experience, the Tower of London has something for everyone. From the stunning views of the River Thames to the fascinating exhibits and engaging tours, the Tower offers a glimpse into the past that is both educational and entertaining. So put on your walking shoes, grab a snack, and get ready to explore one of the most iconic landmarks in the world.
Now let's talk about cities. And when it comes to vibrant, exciting, and oh-so-cosmopolitan cities, London's got it going on. This city is a melting pot of cultures, styles, and that certain je ne sais quoi that makes it one of the coolest places on earth. We're talking about iconic landmarks like Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, keep an eye out for the Queen, and the London Eye, which is basically a giant Ferris wheel with the best views in town. And don't even get me started on the shopping. From the quirky boutiques of Camden Market to the designer haven that is Oxford Street, you could spend your entire life shopping in London and still not see it all. But London isn't just about the big attractions. Oh no, get lost in the charming streets of Notting Hill, grab a pint in a traditional pub in Covent Garden, or catch a show in the West End. Trust me, you haven't lived until you've seen a musical in London.
Alright, we've done the history bit, we've done the city buzz. Now let's talk about getting away from it all, yeah? Because you know what they say, behind every great city is a spectacular countryside just begging to be explored. And believe me, the UK does not disappoint on that front. We're talking rolling hills, shimmering lakes, those cute little villages with names you can't pronounce. It's all here. Think of it like stepping into a postcard, but with better snacks. First up, the Lake District. Now, this place is so beautiful they named it twice. And trust me, it lives up to the name. It's like Mother Nature decided to show off a bit. You've got mountains, valleys, those charming stone cottages. It's basically Beatrix Potter come to life. Speaking of which, you can actually visit Hilltop Farm, where she wrote some of her most famous stories. And if you're feeling adventurous, why not try some water sports on Lake Windermere? Just don't blame me if you end up looking like a drowned rat.
Right, let's talk culture, shall we? Because when it comes to museums, galleries and theatres, the UK is like a giant treasure chest just waiting to be opened. And trust me, there's something for everyone, whether you're into ancient artifacts, Renaissance masterpieces, or, just a really good waxwork. First up, we're heading to London, home to some of the most famous museums in the world. The British Museum alone could keep you busy for a week with its mind-boggling collection of stuff from all over the globe. We're talking Egyptian mummies, the Rosetta Stone, even a piece of the actual Parthenon. It's like a history lesson come to life. Just try not to get lost in the crowds. It's a bit of a maze in there. And don't even get me started on the gift shop. You could spend a fortune on miniature mummies and those little snow globes with the Queen in them. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. Now let's get down to business, shall we? And by business, I mean education. Because when it comes to universities, the UK is in a league of its own. We're talking centuries-old institutions with a reputation for academic excellence that's known around the world. I mean, come on, Oxford and Cambridge? Those names are practically synonymous with smart. They're like the Harvard and Yale of the UK, only with more history, more tradition, and way more tweed. And it's not just about the academics, These universities are also known for their stunning campuses, which are basically like walking through a history book. We're talking ancient buildings covered in ivy, sprawling lawns where you can picture scholars having deep thoughts, and those charming little bridges that look like they're straight out of a fairy tale.
All right, buckle up your taste buds because we're about to embark on a culinary adventure. The UK, often overshadowed by its European neighbors when it comes to food, is a treasure trove of culinary delights waiting to be discovered. From the bustling streets of London to the serene countryside of Scotland, every corner of this island nation offers a unique gastronomic experience. So let's dive in and explore the rich tapestry of flavors that make up the UK's food scene. When it comes to food, the UK's got a bit of a reputation for, well, let's just say it's not always the first place that springs to mind for a gastronomic getaway. But that's changing, and fast. Traditional British pubs, with their hearty meals and cozy atmospheres, are just the beginning. These establishments are the heart and soul of many communities, offering not just food, but a place for people to gather, share stories, and create memories. Imagine walking into a pub with wooden beams, a roaring fireplace, and the smell of freshly cooked food wafting through the air. It's an experience that warms you from the inside out, but hold your horses, because things have changed, my friends. The UK's food scene has undergone a renaissance. Modern food markets are popping up everywhere, offering a plethora of gourmet dishes that cater to every palate. These markets are a feast for the senses, with vibrant colors, enticing aromas, and the sounds of sizzling pans and happy chatter. Chefs are pushing the boundaries, experimenting with flavors and techniques to create dishes that are both innovative and delicious. It's a culinary revolution, and it's happening right here in the UK. The UK's food scene is like that friend who went through an amazing glow-up. It's trendy, it's exciting, and it's got something for everyone. Trendy restaurants are sprouting up in cities and towns, each with its own unique vibe and menu. Whether you're in the mood for a casual brunch with friends or a romantic dinner for two, there's a place for you. These eateries are not just about the food, they're about the experience. The ambiance, the service, the presentation. Everything is designed to make your meal memorable. From the classics that'll warm your heart and soul, like a proper plate of fish and chips by the seaside. Vinegar on the chips always. But to the more refined dishes that showcase the best of British produce, there's something for everyone. Fish and chips is more than just a meal, it's a tradition. Picture yourself by the seaside, the salty breeze in your hair, and a piping hot portion of fish and chips in your hands. The crispy batter, the flaky fish, the perfectly cooked chips. It's comfort food at its finest. To Michelin-starred masterpieces that'll make your eyes water, in a good way of course. The UK's culinary landscape is diverse and ever-evolving. These high-end restaurants are where culinary dreams come true. Chefs with years of training and a passion for perfection create dishes that are as beautiful as they are delicious. Each plate is a work of art, meticulously crafted to delight both the eyes and the taste buds. Dining at a Michelin-starred restaurant is an experience like no other, one that you'll remember long after the meal is over. The UK's culinary scene is a melting pot of flavors. From traditional British fare to international cuisines, there's a world of flavors to explore. Food stalls at markets offer everything from artisanal cheeses to exotic spices, reflecting the diverse cultural influences that have shaped British cuisine. It's a celebration of diversity, where every dish tells a story and every bite takes you on a journey. And speaking of melting pots, let's not forget the incredible diversity of cuisines on offer. The UK's multicultural society is reflected in its food with influences from all over the world. Multicultural food markets are a testament to this diversity, offering a wide range of dishes that cater to every taste. Whether you're craving spicy Indian curries, savory Chinese dumplings, or fresh Italian pasta, you'll find it all here. These markets are a microcosm of the UK's culinary landscape, showcasing the best of what the world has to offer. Indian curries, so good they'll make you want to book a one-way ticket to Mumbai, are just the tip of the iceberg. Indian cuisine has become an integral part of British food culture, with curry houses found in almost every town and city. The rich, aromatic flavors of Indian dishes have captured the hearts and taste buds of the British public. From creamy butter chicken to spicy vindaloo, there's a curry for every palate. And let's not forget the accompaniments: fluffy naan bread, fragrant basmati rice, and tangy chutneys that add an extra layer of flavor to every bite. Chinese takeaways that are basically a national institution, offering a quick and delicious meal for those on the go. Chinese cuisine has a long history in the UK, with the first Chinese restaurants opening in the early 20th century. Today, Chinese takeaways are a staple of British life, offering a wide range of dishes that cater to every taste. From sweet and sour chicken to crispy spring rolls, these takeaways offer a taste of China right here in the UK. And the best part, you can enjoy these delicious dishes from the comfort of your own home. And enough Italian restaurants to rival Rome itself. But wait, there's more. Italian cuisine has a special place in the hearts of the British public. Italian restaurants can be found in every corner of the UK, offering everything from classic pasta dishes to wood-fired pizzas. The simplicity and freshness of Italian food have made it a favorite among food lovers. Imagine twirling a forkful of spaghetti carbonara, the creamy sauce coating each strand of pasta, or biting into a slice of margherita pizza with its perfectly melted cheese and tangy tomato sauce. It's a taste of Italy right here in the UK. Don't even get me started on the afternoon tea. Picture this: dainty sandwiches, delicate pastries, and a pot of tea brewed to perfection. Afternoon tea is a quintessentially British tradition, offering a moment of indulgence and relaxation. It's a chance to slow down, savor the flavors, and enjoy the company of friends and family. The elegant setup with its tiered cake stands and fine china adds a touch of sophistication to the experience. Whether you're celebrating a special occasion or simply treating yourself, afternoon tea is an experience to be savored. Fluffy scones piled high with clotted cream and jam are the stars of the show. These delicious treats are a staple of afternoon tea, offering a perfect balance of sweetness and richness. The scones are freshly baked, with a golden crust and a soft, tender interior. The clotted cream is thick and creamy, while the jam adds a burst of fruity flavor. It's a combination that's hard to resist, and one that will leave you wanting more. And a pot of tea so perfectly brewed, it'll make you want to write a sonnet. The tea is the heart of the afternoon tea experience, offering a moment of warmth and comfort. Whether you prefer a classic English breakfast tea or a fragrant Earl Grey, there's a tea for every taste. The ritual of pouring the tea, adding a splash of milk, and taking that first sip is a moment of pure bliss. It's a chance to pause, reflect, and enjoy the simple pleasures of life. It's an experience, my friends, an experience not to be missed. Afternoon tea is more than just a meal, it's a tradition that brings people together. It's a chance to catch up with friends, celebrate special moments, and create lasting memories. The elegant tea rooms, with their charming decor and attentive service, add to the magic of the experience. Whether you're a local or a visitor, afternoon tea is a must-try when in the UK. So ditch those preconceived notions about British food and get ready to tuck into a right royal feast, because the UK's culinary scene is ready to blow your socks off. From traditional dishes to modern masterpieces, there's something for everyone. The UK's food scene is a celebration of diversity, creativity, and passion. It's a journey of flavors, textures, and aromas that will leave you wanting more. So grab your fork and knife and get ready to explore the delicious world of British cuisine. Because the UK's culinary scene is ready to blow your socks off. The chefs, the restaurants, the markets, they're all part of a vibrant and dynamic food culture that's constantly evolving. Whether you're a foodie looking for your next culinary adventure or simply someone who loves good food, the UK has something to offer. So come and experience the flavors, the traditions, and the innovations that make the UK's food scene so special. It's a feast for the senses, and it's waiting for you.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive headfirst into the wonderful world of UK festivals and events. Now, let me tell you, these Brits sure know how to throw a party. From massive music festivals that'll have you dancing till dawn to quirky cultural celebrations that'll make you say only in Britain, there's something going on every single month of the year. So grab your calendar, because you're going to want to mark these down. First up, we've got the big guns, the heavy hitters, the festivals that need no introduction: Glastonbury, Reading and Leeds, Isle of Wight. These are the giants of the festival scene, where legends are made and memories are, well, sometimes a little hazy, but always amazing. Picture yourself surrounded by thousands of music lovers, belting out your heart to your favorite bands, with mud up to your ankles and a cider in hand. It's an experience, my friends. An experience that'll stay with you forever.
All right, gather round everyone, because we're about to step into a world of crowns, castles, and a little bit of that good old-fashioned royal intrigue. Now, let's be honest, there's something undeniably fascinating about the British monarchy. Maybe it's the fairy tale castles, the lavish ceremonies, or the fact that they still ride around in carriages. Talk about extra. Whatever it is, the UK's royal attractions are a must-see for any visitor. First up, we've got the big one, the Grand Dame herself, Buckingham Palace. Home to Her Majesty the Queen, or as I like to call her, the OG, this iconic palace is a symbol of British history and tradition. And if you're lucky enough to be there during the changing of the guards ceremony, get ready for a real treat. Those beefeater guards with their fuzzy hats and stoic expressions are like something out of a storybook.
All right, shopaholics, buckle up because we're about to dive into Oxford Street, London's retail paradise. Imagine a street bursting with every shop you can think of, from high street heroes to designer darlings. You could spend days here and still not see it all, which is good news for your credit card, right? Just kidding. But seriously, Oxford Street is a must-visit for any serious shopper. Whether you're after the latest fashion trends, quirky souvenirs, or just a good old-fashioned browse, Oxford Street has got you covered. And the best part? You're right in the heart of London. So once you're all shopped out, you can hit up one of the many amazing restaurants or bars in the area. Now I know what you're thinking, James, this sounds amazing, but won't it be crowded? And you're right, it can get a bit lively, especially on weekends. But trust me, the electric atmosphere and sheer variety of shops on offer make it an experience not to be missed. Plus, there's something quite satisfying about navigating your way through the crowds and snagging that must-have item. It's like a shopping Olympics, and you've got to be in it to win it.
Now, let's talk about the heart and soul of any destination, the people. And let me tell you, the Brits are a right friendly bunch, despite what you might hear about their stiff upper lip. Don't let that fool you. They're just saving their big, cheesy grins for special occasions. Like when they're welcoming lovely visitors like yourselves. From the moment you step off the plane, you'll be greeted with warm smiles and helpful directions. Lost your way trying to navigate the tube? Don't worry, someone will be there to point you in the right direction. Need a restaurant recommendation? Just ask a local. They're full of insider tips. And if you're lucky, they might even invite you for a pint at the pub, because that's just what they do. They like to make you feel right at home.
Well, folks, there you have it. Our whirlwind tour of the UK and the top 10 reasons why you absolutely have to add it to your travel bucket list. From the historical grandeur of Edinburgh Castle to the vibrant energy of London's West End, from the rolling hills of the Cotswolds to the friendly banter of the locals, the UK truly has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your UK adventure today. And don't forget to pack your sense of adventure, your appetite for delicious food, and maybe a phrase book or two. Trust me, you won't regret it. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more travel shenanigans, and let us know in the comments below where you'd like to see us explore next. Cheers, mates!